My biggest mail video ever. Just look at this biggest pile of parcels, would you? I mean, holy shit. Batman, I spent way too much money on all of this.
It has been for me, folks, an unusually productive day. Usually on my days off, I am, as my very southern late father would say, useless as tits on a boar hog. But today, I built me some shelves for games and toys and knickknacks that have been sitting in my closet for years. And I finally got out some of my favorite movies that were also in the closet, got them somewhat organized. This is not going to be their final arrangement, but in addition to that, I have been saving for quite some time the massive pile of orders that I have placed on whatnot.com. I have won a ton of games on that platform, a lot of them for as low as $1 to $3 a pop. So it looks like I've spent a ton of money on that ginormous pile you saw initially, and I did, but not as much as if I'd gone to the store and bought them at retail. So anyway, I said, I'm just going to make this the biggest mail call video that I have ever done. It's probably going to take a hot minute, but let's go ahead and get started. Now, honestly, let me grab my knife here. I don't remember what like 90% of these are. So these are going to be a surprise to me. First on the docket is WWE 2K18. I don't know who the hell that guy is, but I haven't played a wrestling game in a hot minute, so I thought I would give that a shot. And again, I think I got that one for $2, because there's no way in hell I'd have paid a bunch of money for a wrestling game. Next up is this box. Now, I've won some giveaways on Whatnot, and those are so much fun. And sometimes they'll run a giveaway where there's only like less than 30 participants, so your odds are pretty good. And of course, the prizes aren't usually anything spectacular, but I mean, free is free, right? And you can't argue with the price. And this seller, I must have gotten multiple items. Oh, see a couple of NES games in there. Did a great job wrapping them. Mega Man 2. Now, this one I won for $20. I remember this one. And that is not a bad price on Mega Man 2. And Maniac Mansion. This is one of my all-time favorite NES games. I don't know what it was about the games, the point-and-click games on NES, but I used to be absolutely crazy about them. What else did I get from him? I got World Destruction League Thunder Tanks for PlayStation 2. And Blood Omen 2 for the OG Xbox. All right, 2 down, $1 billion to go. Now, there was one gentleman, one seller, and seemed like a super nice guy. And he was talking about tipping, and you can tip on that platform. And one guy tipped him $1, and he was really grateful about it. So I tipped the man $1 too. I figured, why not? I like this guy's personality. Well, next thing you know, like everybody in the whole chat thread is like tipping this guy $1, $5, $10. We just basically did a whole money train on this guy, and he got really choked up. And he said everybody that bought anything from that night, he was going to throw in something a little extra for him. So I'm probably going to see something from him as I'm going through all this. This seller right here, man. See, is this a thank you note or is this just an invoice? It's an invoice. Okay, it's just, oh, I see a Switch game in there. And I got Child of Light and Valiant Hearts, a 2-game set for the Switch. Never really heard of this, but I couldn't have spent too much for it because I wouldn't have. Battle Chasers, Night War. Crafton's War, Oh, it's a turn-based JRPG. I didn't know that when I bought it. I don't like JRPGs. Maybe I'll try this, and this will be the one to change my mind, though. You know what? Gonna stay optimistic about it. Moving on. Oh man, I thought this was a Super Nintendo game for a second. I was going to be really confused because I don't own a Super Nintendo or collect for that system. Oh yeah, Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword for the Switch. I think I have this game on Wii as well, but never played it. Looking forward to it. Now this is a pretty thick package right here. I got to be really careful. I got something in the mail one time and I opened it really quickly. One of these dock knives, and it was a nice jacket, and I cut the jacket. Oh, this is one where I did one of the mystery boxes and I won this copy of Parasite Eve. Gonna sell it. It's just not my type of game at all. I'm familiar with the premise of it. I've watched some gameplay videos. It's just not for me. So the plan was to sell that and get some of my money back. And in this mystery box was also Killzone and Shadowfall, which I'll probably just give this to somebody or trade it in because I already have a copy. PlayStation 4. Mega Man 10 Anniversary Collection for PS2. That's a keeper. Battlefield 2 Modern Combat. Shell Filler, and Kingdom Hearts 2. And now, if you're a Kingdom Hearts fan, good for you. I'm probably also going to give this one away. Dadgum, I can't believe that I have bought this much on this platform. One of the dangers I've found about WhatsApp is that it, or not WhatsApp, geez, Whatnot, is that it makes good deals on games so readily available and the selection's so great it kind of diminishes, for me anyway, the thrill of hunting in the stores, which I still do, but now I go into the store and because I'm a cheap ass, I was like, man, I wonder if I could get that cheaper on Whatnot, because a lot of times I could. Drum roll. Oh, a couple of Switch games. We got Dimension Drive, which, is this a shmup? Yeah, it's a shmup. I'll be damned. Okay, don't remember ordering it, but I'm glad that I did, and I can see why. Who doesn't love a good shmup? And The Persistence. Can you survive The Persistence? And it's really, okay, it's a first-person horror game. Horror's not usually my jam, but I'm going to give it a shot. I don't like it. Worst case scenario, I sell it, right? This one's kind of heavy. Oh, I see OG Xbox games in here. 3 of them. I got, I remember this guy. He was doing $1 starts, and I think all of these games I bought for $1 to $2. One I was really looking forward to was the True Crime Streets of LA, though. I think there's a Streets of New York, too, and I'll end up picking that one up. I got Clone Wars, but I mainly got this for Tetris Worlds because I was just talking with a guy at the local game shop about it not too long ago, and we were discussing all things Tetris. And I remember when I first got my OG Xbox, you know, way back in the day, a couple of years after it came out, I think, and that game was packaged in, and I absolutely had a blast with it. You know, you can't really ever go wrong with Tetris. Pretty purple mailer. I like it. I'm digging it. Feels like a Switch game. Oh, this, remember I said they do giveaways? This is one that I won. And the gameplay on it looks fun, but Killer Black Queen. Got it for absolutely free. You cannot beat the price. Got to add another game to my Switch library, which isn't very big, so to do that for free. I won't argue with it. My goodness. Some of these sellers on there, when I tell you they pack their stuff for war, I am not exaggerating. Goodness. I feel like it's a Wii game. Oh, it is. This is another. I won this one. Got it for free. I think I already have a copy. We Play. Yes, I do. So that's also going to be a sell/giveaway/trade-in. Not that I'd get a whole lot in store credit for it, but something's better than nothing, right? I tell you, if you haven't been on Whatnot, I simultaneously would recommend that you do and you don't, because, oh, well, isn't that cool? Okay, so I got Star Wars Jedi Starfighter for PS2, and again, about $1. I guess it's a business card of sorts, a logo card. I don't know. I don't hate it. Matter of fact, I think I'll put it in there. And man, I'm getting all sorts of interesting colored mailers. No, and I'm sitting there being a total moron. Like, I just realized I'm going to have to go back and blur out my address because I've been showing it on some of these. Oh, yeah. Dog's Life PS2. Now, this one I ordered some time ago, so I'm kind of surprised it's just now coming in. I think I've seen this played once before, and it looks absolutely hilarious. And if nothing else, I think my kids are going to get a kick out of it. Oh, this is an NES game. Look. Oh, that one is. Needs some cleanup. Goodness, but the seller was honest about that. But I don't think I realized quite the degree of schmutz I was going to have to clean up. But Dash Galaxy and Alien Asylum, that was a $5 game for me. Y'all, the amount of trash that is building on my office floor right now. It's a damn shame. Oh, I remember. These were both $1 games, Flat Out and Flat Out 2 for the original Xbox. These games were so freaking fun. I feel like they're overdue for a comeback, at least this franchise is. Feels like a PS. No? Okay, this was another giveaway. I won this DVD called Appleseed. Limited Collector's Edition. 2-disc thing. I don't know what this is about. I'm not at all into anime. But you know what? I did tell the seller, or the giver in this case, I didn't even buy anything from the guy. He just gave me this copy because I won the giveaway. I won the drawing. Told him I'm going to watch it. So I'm going to do my due diligence and watch it, or at least attempt to. Who knows? I might be pleasantly surprised. All right, this feels like it's probably a DS or 3DS game of some sort, judging by the size of the case. No, it's an NES. Oh! Okay, now this one I did spend some money on. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. $30 I spent, which is not bad because it's like $35 to $40, so I got it maybe slightly below fair market value. But I'm glad to add it to my NES collection, which means there's not too many more I have left to go that I actually want to own for the system. Man, so far none of these have arrived damaged. I'm so grateful for that. Which may change if I keep dropping them on the ground. Well, it's a Wii game. I know that much. It's a white case. Ooh, like to cut my hand right there. Oh yeah, I remember. Yet another one of the $3 to $4 games, Monster Hunter 3. I've never played any of this series. I understand it has quite a pretty loyal fan base. All I can say is I'll give it a shot, like I've been saying about so many of these other games. And that's another great thing about Whatnot. You can find great deals on games that you might not otherwise have been willing to try. And if you love them, then you found a gem on the cheap. But if you didn't, then you're not out much, Oh, yes. Now, I got this one, Sled Storm, because it's EA big. Same cats that did the SSX series, and that's exactly why. Seller had this sitting in the background in one of his stacks. He ran it for me. I bought it. I think I paid $2. SSX series is one of my all-time favorite sports game series. And I watched gameplay, and it really kind of looked like SSX Tricky on snowmobiles. So I said, you can't possibly go wrong with that. $2. Kingdom Under Fire, OG Xbox. One of these days, I need to get a Xbox to HDMI converter and dust off one of my OG Xboxes, maybe go in and put new thermal paste on the CPU and the GPU and just really outfit and get one in good new playable condition again. Oh, 3DS, Hyrule Warriors. Battle Entire Armies, Worlds of Legend of Zelda, Hyrule Warriors. I didn't really know crap about it except that it was a 3DS Zelda game that I'd never played. Here's hoping. I don't have high or low expectations. And this one, also another giveaway that I won. It's a Japanese copy, and in it says Final Fantasy X2 International Lost Mission. I know absolutely nothing about it. Really great cover art. I know that. And I know they didn't pay anything for it. This also will probably get me in hot water, but Final Fantasy can suck it. I mean, just a whole bag. I never did understand the draw with that series. People love it, though, and I guess it just ain't made for me. And what do we got here? Okay, now this, honestly, another Japanese game called Romancing Saga. And I'm not going to lie to you. I bought it just for the cover art. I don't know what it is. I just absolutely love that. That's just going to be a display piece for me. Never going to get played. Matter of fact, I don't even know that I can. Are PS2 games, let me know in the comments. Are PS2, are they region locked? I believe they are. Maybe they're not. I think PS3 and PS4 are not. Don't know about this. Even if I could play it, not going to fire it up, but it's going to make a nice shelf piece. Oh, I'm going to have to be careful opening this. There's not just a whole lot of padding. Goodness gracious. Now this seller, I feel like could have done better with the packaging. Oh yeah, but this was the guy that was selling them for $1 a game, so I guess I can't complain too much. Now, as I have said in a previous video, I am a pinball nerd, and I have this weird little thing going where I'm trying to collect as many pinball-based video games as possible. So I was able to score Pro Pinball and Pro Pinball Fantastic Journey for $1 a piece. Going up on my shelf with all my other pinball games. The same seller also sold me Made Man, Confessions in Blood. Well, it looks like y'all have 2 copies of Flat Out 2. I buy so much off of Whatnot, I can't even keep track of what I'm buying. All right. I feel like this could be a Switch game as small as this. Nope, PSP game. Oh, I remember the seller. Her name was Mama Luigi. Love her lives. Just a cool seller. She sold me this for $5, and I am, in addition to being a sucker for pinball games, I am a sucker for compilations. I feel like you just get a lot of bang for your buck out of compilations game. But this for the PSP. Believe it or not, I feel like I'm starting to finally make headway. It's another PSP game. Call of Duty Roads to Victory. All right, so this first container is empty now. Down to a couple of envelopes and a handful of boxes. Now this seller knows what's up. They had it in a bubble mailer and tape in between two pieces of cardboard. This was not a WhatsApp purchase. I recognize this now. This was an eBay purchase. Now, I've been selling on eBay since 2005, and I know better than to not read the descriptions when I'm buying something. That said, I did not read the description when I was buying something. And I thought that I was getting a fantastic deal on a pretty uncommon game for PlayStation 2, Mr. Mosquito. I was able to score it for $33. I'm like, hell yeah, even if the disc is a little broken, I'll go get it resurfaced. It's worth the gamble. Case and manual only, which I didn't realize till after the fact. And I wasn't about to ask the seller to cancel it because I'm a dumbass. Took it as a lesson learned. Said I'm going to keep this in the vain hopes that one day I'll find a disc-only copy for, less than $50. I think if I could find one like in the $40 range, 40 to 50, I might go for it. If you've ever seen gameplay of Mr. Mosquito, it's definitely a unique experience. Looks like my children are trying to sneak into the room. One of them cracked my door open to my office. Some PlayStation 4 games. Supermarket Shriek. Join the unlikely duo of a man and a goat on a mad dash through chaotic supermarkets. Yeah, I'm sold. And I got this one for my daughter. Puppies and Kittens for PlayStation 4. And then I already had this for 360. But I had the regular edition. This is Big Air Stoked Edition, which I'm told has some extra content. This is sealed. Oh, wow. I didn't even know that. This sucker's factory sealed. Well, bonus, man. I had no idea. That is so cool. All right. Now we're into boxes. This came from a seller that I believe I referenced in my last Whatnot video, General Malice. General Malice has some sales now. Crazy good sales. And he was selling a bunch of import PSP games that night. And Wii games. So I picked up Biohazard Zero, which is, I guess, what Resident Evil is called in Japan. Japanese copy. Again, this is going to be one of those like that Saga game. Oh. Then I picked this up for $40. Now this is 100% one I'm going to flip. Apparently it's a fairly rare and pricey Wii game. Japanese import, The Calling. I should be able to get about, I would imagine, $50 to $70 out of this. This is a cool cover though, check that out. And then a bunch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 import PSP games. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce any of these. Well, that just looks pervy as hell, doesn't it? Pretty much all of these are going to get sold. I looked comps on quite a few of them since I had a chance to spend the time doing so. And like I have 2 or 3 in here that are routinely going for like 50 to 70. So when I tell you the General Malice puts on sales, he puts on sales. The fact that I was able to get, hold on for a second. we're gonna unplug Amazon there. IQ Mania, at least one I can pronounce. This is not trying to pronounce it. You know what? Just trust me, they're all Japanese PSP games. That's all that needs to be said. I'm gonna set that there. Now this box, by the time I got to it, was already open. I was trying not to open it until I made this video, but this was mistakenly taken to my neighbor who opened it. But you know what? They brought it back to me, so yay for honest people. And these, again, also were cheap games. Monster Jam Crush It for Xbox One. Amped. Silent Scope completed. Trying to put a rush on these. An LA rush. Fusion Frenzy 2. Big Mother Truckers. And The Surge for Xbox One. I got this little box here. At this point, everything's a surprise. Because most of the stuff that I do remember ordering, I've already opened. What is this? Kind of heavy. Oh, it's 3 NES games. Oh, yeah. Techno Super Bowl, which I already own a copy of, but I got this for $10, so that's going to be an easy flip. I got Super Mario 2 and Ninja Gaiden 2. Also for like stupid cheap, like less than $10. All right. And the final package, this one. That sounded like the seller did not give up. So I got Conflict Vietnam and Driver. Well, okay. Huh. I know I have some more things coming. Maybe that fella that I tipped, maybe he was just all caught up in the moment, but I don't think I got anything extra from him, which is cool. You know, I didn't have to, he didn't have to do that, and I wasn't expecting it. Well, I kind of was expecting it, but not. Hold on, give me just a moment. Yes, ma'am. What? I'm so loud? Oh, I'm taking too long? Okay, well, I'm about to wrap it up, all right, sweet pea? You and Sam go ahead and hop in bed, all right? No. You can crash. You can have a sleepover if you want. I love you, monkey.
Why not always power for 13?
Okay. Yes, sir. Whew. Fatherhood. Well, anyway, that's my big bad mail call. And if you stuck with me through this, man, God bless you. I appreciate it. I'd also appreciate that if you haven't already, hit the like, hit the subscribe, leave a comment if you feel so inclined. I'm at 38. Man, I'd really like to hit 50 before December. That would be a Christmas present and a half. 50 subscribers. Doesn't seem like a lot to a lot of people, but that'd be real progress for me. Anyway, y'all take it easy. Have a good one.